Yo, what's going on YouTube gang? It's Mellow DFS coming to you live and direct, here to give you my first look NFL week 5. Hope everybody's having an amazing one. Feel free to like the video, please subscribe if you're new or just supporting me. I appreciate that love, man. Also press that bell icon so you always stay notified for new videos. Let's jump into it. I will give you my plays for quarterback, running back, receiver, tight end, defense, and also give you my DraftKings and FanDuel lines that I'm looking at. All right, so let's jump into it. Going to the quarterback position, I definitely want to look at let's go to James Winston. All right, great spot for him. Now in the past 2 games he's averaging 31.5 fantasy points, but in the past 3 he's averaging 20 fantasy points. So these guys in another great matchup. I mean, just overall last week was ridiculous. I mean, 55 points for Bucks is crazy against the Rams defense. I was shocked. I think the whole world was shocked. But this is one thing about Winston, he's so inconsistent. Like, having better matchups, he just falls on his head when it comes to great matchups. But going against tough ones, he likes to prevail and think that he is this guy that, yo, no, I deserve this quarterback spot. No, you need to be consistent and do what you're supposed to do to get that W. So another great play. I mean, you could give him some exposure here because he's in another great play against Saints. Now he is playing away, but he was away with that crazy 30 fantasy point game at LA. So coming to New Orleans, another away game. Maybe this is a upside for him playing away, but nonetheless a good spot. Now he's going against the defense at 31st against the quarterback spot, so could definitely take a look at this play for him at this price tag. So 7,600 on FanDuel, but we're looking at 6,200 on DraftKings. All right, now the guy you can look at is 7,600. Again, a great play for him. He came off a bummer game against both the Bills, but of course, I mean, I already saw that this guy wasn't going to put in that much work, but it was crazy. He had no touchdowns, an interception in that game, but he should bounce back against this garbage Redskins team. Like, they're like, I think they're worse than the Dolphins. If you feel, comment below if you think they're worse than the Dolphins, because right now this is a shit show, and he should bounce back. I could see a minimum 4 touchdowns for Tom Brady in this play. The fact that he's the same price as Winston, I would definitely go Tom Brady, knowing the upside for him in this spot. I mean, I won't really target as much guys, of course, in the stacking process, but nonetheless, Tom Brady should have a minimum 4 touchdowns in this play. I'm calling it right now. It's a 15 plus in this play for them in this spot today for week 5, and overall he is a bounce back game. So this is another mediocre Dolphins game for them, and you saw what he did last game versus them. So another easy slot for him. Of course, Patriots got like the easiest schedules of all time, so another great play for Tom Brady here, so not going to overlook it. Great spot. He is 6,500 on DraftKings, so Tom Brady, great play, plug him in. All right, let's go to the running back spot. Now going to running backs, I'm gonna take a look, definitely take a look at David Johnson here. Going against the Bengals, they are 31st against the run attack. He's 6,800 on FanDuel, but he is 7,500 on DraftKings. Nonetheless, still a great play, averaging 16 fantasy points in the past 3 games, averaging 17 fantasy points in the past 2. He's averaging 7 targets a game, 11.8 rushes in a game. So this guy's in a great spot, y'all. He's doing everything, just like he's like another Eckler, but he's a beast, y'all. So I love this play. He's cheaper. Love this play for David Johnson here against this mediocre defense, against the pass and run attack. So David Johnson is definitely the focal point for the Cardinals here. So definitely love this play for them in this spot for him. So looking at David Johnson here. Another guy I want to take a look at. Let's see if I go down for some savings. Of course, you could definitely look at Chris McCaffrey. Matchups don't even matter with him. I mean, this guy is just a freaking monster on the field. It's understood a reason why he's 90, almost 10K for him, because he get demolished of the matchup. 9,100 on FanDuel, but he is 8,000. With 8,700 on DraftKings. Nonetheless, a good spot for Christian McCaffrey against Jaguars. It's a 41 implied with them favoring at 3.5 in this total. So love Chris McCaffrey here, but of course we gotta look at savings, because honestly we do have great receiver spots in this week. So you could actually get a McCaffrey play with this with some cheap but upside receivers in your lines, y'all. All right, but nonetheless, I like Mark Ingram here, 7,500 on FanDuel. He definitely, I think, is going to be a sleeper play, because a lot of people is going to look at it like a Zeke and McCaffrey. So I definitely like Mark Ingram here. He is a bull, man. So I definitely think they're going to go back into the run attack, and he going to have great upside here against this Pittsburgh squad. 24th against the run. You saw how James Conner just went crazy last game. So why not Mark Ingram in here? Because Baltimore is definitely a run team aspect team, so of course you're gonna have some mixes with Jackson, but Mark Ingram is going to be that focal point here. Love this play. He's getting 13.8 carries a game. He's averaging 18.1 fantasy points in the past 3 games with a 12.1 projection play with 3.5 favor for Ravens. So I love the Ravens stack in this play for week 5. If you want to have some idea where I'm looking at, I definitely like Baltimore here. So Mark Ingram's in a great spot at this price. All right, now looking at the receiver spot, looking into the receivers, like I said, some great spots to look into. Now you could go with Chris Godwin to plug in with the narrative with the quarterback receiver connection. So going with Winston, I love Chris Godwin here. Great spot, of course, 7,800, but he is 6,000. I think it's 6,100. Let me double check, because on DraftKings he is 6,900. Sorry about that. So still a great spot for Chris Godwin here, man. He's getting the looks. I mean, we're looking at the stats with Mike Evans right here now, because Mike Evans, I think it was a shoulder injury. But no, it's a right hand injury. Sorry about that. So we're gonna see if he's gonna suit up for Sunday, but he's getting the looks, y'all. He's averaging 18.9 fantasy points in the past 3. He just came off a 35 fantasy point game. Even week 1 he had 22 fantasy points. He's averaging 8.3 targets. He had 14 last game. So look, he's getting the looks, y'all. And also with the Saints, they're 28th against the receiving spot. So definitely look at Chris Godwin here at this price. So love Chris Godwin here. Now another guy I could look into, I like Allen Robinson going against Oakland. I love the connection with Chase Daniel and Allen Robinson. He's still averaging around 7 targets in the past 3 games, and he's averaging 10 fantasy points in the past 3. He's had 11 last game, but love this play him. I think he has a great spot. He just need to get a touchdown to definitely get some great upside here, because he's getting a connection with the targets and receiving yards, and so just love him in general. He's averaging around 91% in the snaps as well. So it's great upside, especially on DraftKings, y'all, because he's only 5,600 on DraftKings. So it's a real cheap spot for him on DraftKings to look into, but he's still at 6,900 on FanDuel. So take a look at him. Another guy I could look into will be, let's go to some savings, is Philip Dorsett. Another play. I think he's gonna go back into that 2 touchdowns from Brady here. Philip Dorsett's in a smashing spot here, 5,400 on FanDuel, sorry, but he's only 4,900. Let me double check. 4,900 on DraftKings is too cheap, man. So why not look at him at this spot? I love him at this price tag. So Philip Dorsett got great upside here, 9.7 projection play, averaging around 5.8 in the past 3, but he's averaging 8 targets in the past 2 games, y'all. So also look into that. So I love this play for him. Marquise Brown, of course, Hollywood Brown is in the smashing spot, like I said. The Baltimore Ravens stack is a great stack to look into. So I like Hollywood Brown here at a cheaper play. Well, same price on FanDuel, still cheap play in my opinion, but nonetheless a great spot. DraftKings, he is 57 on DraftKings. All right. Now let's look into the tight end spot. Only guy I'm really looking into is Andrews here. Mark Andrews, obviously, he's a great play. I love, like I said, Baltimore is a great stack to look into. And I know it's only 16th against the tight end spot, but nonetheless, still love this play. He's averaging 8 targets in the past 3 games, 14 fantasy points in the past 3. Like, this is a great play overall. He's still a good price tag, 6,100 on FanDuel, but we're looking about, let's see, on DraftKings, I think it's like 4,800 on DraftKings. Like, it's a great play. 48 for Andrews, like, that's ridiculous. So love this play. Of course, you can look into like an Austin Hooper. Also, Hooper's recently in the past 2 games, averaging 20 fantasy points in the past 2, even 8.3 targets. So Austin Hooper is going to be a good spot, but of course he's going to be a chalky play. So I love Mark Andrews as a pivot from him. So something to look into. Now defense, like I stated, Patriots is all the way for my defense. So I love the Patriots here. Like, they just been balling recently. Of course, 37 against the horrible Dolphins. I could see another 30 plus or even 20 plus fantasy points for Patriots here against this crazy garbage Redskins, man. It sucks, especially hometown, but I'm a Niners fan, so hey, I'm gonna take it. So Patriots, I love Patriots here. If you want to pivot from the Patriots, you can go with Titans. I love here, great spot. They're 29th against offense rank, so I love this play. For Titans, you want to pivot from the 5,500 mark on FanDuel, but nonetheless, it's still a cheap spot regardless. For Patriots on DraftKings is let's see, let me look at, I gotta do some math. So on DraftKings it's 4,300 on DraftKings, all right, and it's 3,000 for Titans on DraftKings as well. So good spots on both of those defense, but I think the upside play will definitely be Patriots in my opinion. So those are my plays, y'all. So let's look into the lineup optimizer to generate a quality line. Let's see what we could put up, y'all. If you like the video already, man, of the picks, just slap a like, man, and also subscribe, man. So let's look into it. Like, all right, go on the FanDuel side of things. All right, you got a Winston, but like I said, I like Tom Brady, so let's do a Tom Brady right here. Let's also lock him in there. All right, we got Johnson, boom. Let's lock him in there. Like Mark Ingram, let's lock him in there. All right, Marquise Brown, I like him. Michael Thomas, oh, good spot for him, but I want to put in Patriots defense, so it might gonna change things up a little bit. So let's lock in the Patriots defense and see what we could randomize this and see what it comes up with for us in this line. So we only have $100 left, but nonetheless a great line. Tom Brady, David Johnson, Mark Ingram, Michael Thomas, smashing spot for him too. We still got Chris Godwin here. We got Dante Johnson. I still love him here. Dante Johnson's in the smashing play. He's been balling in the past 2 games, 14, 13 in the past 2. So Dante Johnson's an amazing spot. He might be overlooked here as well. So Dante Johnson here is good. Zach Ertz, a great spot. I do like him. I got Philip Dorsett, like I stated, he's in a great play with the whole correlation with Tom Brady, so I like that with the Patriots D. So Zach Ertz, oh, and we can still put Mark Andrews in there, so that gives us less than, that's $600 remaining. But I love my line, and I'm gonna just stick with my gut. So that's my line for FanDuel, y'all. If you like that, y'all can save it, or y'all could just check out my player tools on Draft Dashboard Tools, as we give you the best quality lines, and it's just so easy to use. As I'm using it on my cell phone, I'm making quality lines, man. So let's look into the DraftKings side of things. Now, of course, I put Winston there. I love Winston, but right now I'm doing my first look, so I'm like Tom Brady. I just feel like 4 touchdowns is minimum for him, y'all. All right, so we got Mark Ingram, boom. David Johnson, boom. Allen Robinson, boom, he's good. And we got Dante Johnson, we got Titans in this mix, but I want Patriots, I feel like it's a better upside. But nonetheless, Titans is an amazing play too. All right, so it's giving us the full salary here, so let's see what he just generated. Like, we got Jalen Samuels. I'm real surprised what he did. He had 23 last game against Bengals, but going against Baltimore, he's not a Nick Chubb to me, so I'm gonna leave him alone. So put my man Mark Ingram back in the mix. All right, let's lock these guys in so they won't keep pulling them guys out. All right, let's see what they randomized for us here. All right, so we got Tom Brady, David Johnson, Mark Ingram, Philip Dorsett. We got Hollywood Brown. We got Allen Robinson. We got Mark Andrews. We got Dante Johnson and Patriots. Love my line. I'm going to save it because I feel like that's going to be the millionaire line. Hint, hint. But nonetheless, you like the lines, like the video, please give a thumbs up. Any questions or concerns with your lines, comment below. As you can see, I'm using Draft Dashboard tools in the link in my description. If you want access, it's 2 months of access for $1, y'all. So definitely take a look. Dashboard tools in the link in my description, y'all. You can do a lot for $1, so why not cash? Look at the player pool. You have access to your NFL cheat sheet to give you the best plays of the slate, even the value plays. You got the sleepers, your studs. You also have to watch players to make your custom player pool, and you'll see Melo's DFS picks button up top for either DraftKings or FanDuel. So I love y'all, man. Y'all collect that bag for NFL Week 5, and of course, if I make changes, which I feel like this is amazing lines in my opinion, if I make changes, I will have a final look video. I really feel like these videos of the first look and the final look videos is better than the top 5 videos. If you do like the top 5 videos for the quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, tight ends, let me know, and I'll also provide you those videos. But I feel like just knowing my input of what I want to actually have in my lines, and it's something you agree with, that I think that's more effective. So if you like these type of videos opposed to the top 5 ones of each position, just let me know. Also, like I said, at me at Melorama, so you also have just my input outside of videos, because sometimes I don't put a video. I might put my top 5 videos for baseball or something like that, and it's not a video, so at least you still have input. But if you want access to my player pool, just sign up for the Draft Dashboard tools, and regardless of a video or not, you will have insight of my player pool to make great lines. All right, so love y'all, man. Y'all be blessed. See y'all in the next video.